But you have to know that da'wah, the da'wah that you have, if you know how to give it, it will reach every single heart. Doesn't matter how rich the person is or how poor. It doesn't matter if they're Chinese or Mongolian or African or Eskimo or whatever they may be. This deen is for every human being. And then it's got this incredible law, one of the main principles of which is al-'ada muhakkama, that good cultural conventions have the power of law. So it means if we go to a beautiful people, like the Aborigines of Australia, and a lot of them are coming into Islam. I met a lot of them who have come into Islam. Beautiful people, you know, but we're not going to destroy your tribe. We're not going to destroy your tradition. No, we're going to keep it faithfully, and we as Muslims who are Aborigines, you know, will keep as much of it as we can, as long as it doesn't violate our law. And we will live with you and be friends with you. That's always the way we've been. And you can be sure we were that way with the Native Americans as well, because we got there a long time before Columbus. I have no doubt about that, and I'd love to prove it to you. And so Islam is the master key. It is the master key. You've got the key to all hearts. And I remember once studying a book of, I taught comparative religion for 16 years. And I remember once I looked at these different books on comparative religion. And I remember looking at one, I could even tell you which one it is. But this book talks so beautifully about Judaism and about primitive religion and, you know, about Christianity and about Hinduism, Buddhism and so forth. And Islam is, well, you know, we got to talk about it, right? It is a world religion. And you think like, who would ever be this? Even for the picture of Islam, they show a sand dune with an old sheikh sitting on the sand dune with a tablet teaching a boy the Quran. And it's like, these are primitive, backward people, right? They're Bedouins, as if we didn't have civilization, and as if Bedouins don't have civilization. You know, and then I just thought, wait a minute, historically, Islam converted every one of those religions, every single one of them, by their own voluntary choice. We never forced any of them to become Muslims. We converted millions of Buddhists and Hindus and Jews and Christians, especially Christians. Christians have no immunity from Islam. Believe me, they don't. They're the fastest to convert. The only people historically who have converted faster than Muslims are Zoroastrians and Magians. Magians and Zoroastrians. You see? So Taoists, Confucianists, communists, atheists, it doesn't make any difference. هو الذي أرسل رسوله بالهدى ودين الحق ليظهره على الدين كله. He, God, no one else, is the one who sent his messenger with guidance and the religion of truth to render it uppermost over all religion. And that historically has been the name of the game. And we don't have time to elaborate on that. But, you know, this is because they all have the fitrah, and you've got the deen of the fitrah.